Talking about the three key drivers in the book, revolutionizing business operations. First is operating by open market rules, the way we describe it. Most internal organizations operate like monopolies with mandates from the top, that one size fits all in the name of standardization. We believe that open market rules makes a quantum difference. This is about treating business processes like external products, like commercial products we buy, we use every day, and managing that way we are in a competitive environment, and any competition makes individuals, makes companies better. So in Procter and Gamble, we organized, we created an operating model that was technically competing in an open market. Of course, we cannot leave complete freedom to implement any ERP you like. As an example, that would not be the right thing to do for the business. But we simulated very much this situation, and the focus was on creating value for the users, for the internal stakeholders, for the internal business partners. So it was about giving them the freedom to adapt what we were making available, the capabilities we were building, rather than mandating, forcing them, deploying to them something they had to use at any cost. So this paradigm shift made us better, because we had to articulate the value, make it attractive, what we were building out, what we were creating for the business, and at the same time gave our business partners, users, stakeholders a lot of empowerment. So this is, fundamentally, in short, the idea of the open market rules. You operate with this sense of you give choice to your customers, to your consumers, to choose you rather than forcing them, which no business can do, of course. So that was a great analogy, a great similar model to the business. And another driver, Tony, which is so strategically important, is the unified accountability in a highly fragmented organization environment.
That is true. The fundamentals behind unified accountability is that in order to scale, you're going to have to figure out some ways to break down silos in the organization, and then to have common processes in some manner. And what we found there was this was actually a topic that goes way beyond just end-to-end process design and execution and automation. It goes into accountability. The best way to break silos is to give one person accountability for the entire end-to-end process, even if they don't control 100% of that. And that's counterintuitive, and in many organizations, they struggle with it. And so we codified it, and we tested it, and worked brilliantly, not just at Procter & Gamble, but in many companies that we worked with since then. And so going back from those experiences, we distilled the basic idea of unified accountability for a given process, which then, of course, leads us, Filippo, to the third driver, which is dynamic operating engine.
Absolutely. So the third key driver is an internal engine, an internal operating model that is dynamic, meaning has the ability to adjust to the ever-evolving business situation. So you continue to evolve from an organization design, but more importantly, a mindset in the organization. You, in a way, embed in the culture, in the DNA of the organization, this dynamism. So it becomes, in a way, the ultimate leadership you can play in the business, because not only you are creating value in a relevant way, the way the business thinks about it, wants it, but also you make it immediately applicable, and it is anticipating what is coming in the business. So these would be the three key drivers that horizontally cross the different phases of evolution in transforming, revolutionizing business operations.